Welcome to Oakland's Alameda Coliseum for this recording of the 1980 Oakland Athletics baseball replay using Stratomatic Super Advanced. Hello, everybody. We welcome you inside Oakland's Alameda Coliseum for Game 2 of this series. And the starting pitchers today will be Matt Keough for the Oakland A's and Pete Redfern for the Minnesota Twins. The Oakland A's are 1-0 on the year. They won the home opener in an exciting game that can be viewed on the channel. Go back and watch that. It was one of the more exciting Stratomatic games that you can play. Here are the starting lineups for this one, though. For the Twins, Mike Keough will lead off. He is at first base. Ron Wilfong will bat second at second. Roy Smalley bats third at short. Ken Landreau bats fourth and left. Butch Waniger's shortstop batting fifth. Butch Waniger's the catcher, batting fifth behind the plate. Batting sixth, designated hitter Danny Goodwin. Batting seventh, Rick Schofield. Batting eighth is Huskin Powell, and batting ninth is John Castino. For the A's, Ricky Henderson leading off, followed by Dwayne Murphy. Mitchell Page gets his first start of the year, designated hitter. Batting fourth is Dave Revering. Batting fifth is Wayne Gross. He's the third baseman. Batting sixth is Mike Davis. He gets the start today in right, first start of the year. Jeff Newman's behind the plate, batting seventh. Mario Guerrero, the shortstop, batting eighth. And the second baseman is Rob Piccolo. Well, let's get this started as the Oakland A's come in with a record of 1 win and no losses, and they'll play the second game of the season. So Keough against Keough. Keough, a left-handed hitter, will swing against a right-hander Keough. We are using Super Advanced, so we're using Ballpark Effects Clutch. And we are also using the supplemental steals too. So let's get this started from Oakland. And the first pitch of the ball game to Mike Keough. And that's going to be a good pitch to hit at. That is going to be a line drive single for Keough. So Keough, not the normal leadoff guy. Doesn't have a lot of speed. He will not be held on first. So he's on at first with a leadoff single. And now here is the second baseman, Rob Wilfong. Wilfong, the second baseman. He's the kind of guy you can bunt over. Let's see if the Twins decide to do that. Let's see. And they will try to bunt him over. They'll look for the bunt. So it's a B. It's a B on a 7. So it should be a solid bunt. Let's look at the ratings. So it'll be a B on a 7. It's a sac bunt. It gets picked up by the 6. And the 6 is, let's see, the 6 is the third baseman. So picked up by Gross, throws it to first, and Keough will go to second. So a sac bunt for Rob Wilfong. And now here's a shortstop, Roy Smalley. Smalley's a shortstop, nephew of Gene Mauch. Switch hitter. Will bat left-handed against Matt Keough. Runner on second and one man out and the pitch. That'll be a 4-7 versus the lefty and a walk. And the Twins got a couple men on. First and second, one man out. So I guess the sac bunt didn't really need to happen. Now here is the left fielder, Ken Landreau. Young-looking left-handed hitter playing left field today. Can play either left or can play center. He's in left today. Actually, he's a left as a 3. You got to remember that. Here's a pitch to Keough. 6-4 is a lefty. Ground ball to short. That will be Mario Guerrero. Guerrero is a 3E27. Let's see if the A's can work their way out of this one. It's an 8. He's not going to turn 2. So let's take a look at our handy-dandy chart here. So an 8 on a 3. And that is going to be a G3. So the only play is going to be the first. Let's see if he boots it. It's a 12. It's a 12 on a 27. And that's an E6. So again, the A's having issues with the glove. And the bases will be loaded. So an E6. And the bases are now full with one out for the catcher, Butch Waniger. The A's will play the infield back. Hopefully they get a double play to get out of this. So again, same game like last game. 4 errors by the A's in the opener. Keough from the stretch and the pitch. That's a 2-6. That is a ground ball. Second base hit soft. They'll go to short, and that's all you're going to get. And Keough will score. So Cubbage will score the first run of the ball game. Smalley to third, Landro's out at first, and there is 2 outs. RBI for Waniger. Wait a minute, that's RBI goes to Waniger. So now runners at first and third. Smalley at third for the designated hitter, Danny Goodwin. He's a tough hitter against right-handed pitching. Keough's got to be careful pitching to him now. First and third, 2 out. Keough trying to wiggle out of more trouble here. 5-11 to a lefty is a fly ball right field. That is Mike Davis. Mike Davis will come in. And Davis is a 3-E-10. A 3-E-10 for Mike Davis. He drifts over and he makes the catch, I believe. That should be a catch without the error. Let's again verify everything that I'm not totally sure on. And then we'll find out and see what the situation is. So the outfielder error results. Sorry about this. Second, we're going to take away doing this. So let's see. So 3. So pretty much the 8 out of 3 is not going to be an error. That's an F1, but there's 2 outs. It's going to be a 6 on a 10, and there's no error on the 6. So he makes the catch to end the first inning. That'll be 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. That run might be earned. 1 half inning of play. Minnesota 1 and the A's nothing. So for the A's, Ricky Henderson, who led off the 11th inning in the first game. If you have not watched it, please do. Otherwise, skip ahead. He walked, stole second, went to third on an error, and scored on a game-winning ribby by Mike Keith. Here's a pitch from Pete Redfern. 6-10 to a righty, ground ball to short. Henderson gets thrown out quick by Smalley, and there's 1 quick out here in the first. So now batting over to center fielder Dwayne Murphy. Good-looking center fielder. Left-handed batter against Redfern. 3-4, fly ball right field. Coming in is the right fielder Huskin Powell. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Now the designated hitter, Mitchell Page. Good, solid home run hitter. Again, here in Oakland, tough to get a ball out of here unless you have a solid. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout for Mitchell Page to end the first. 1 inning of play, 1-0 Twins. We'll take the station identification timeout. The score, Minnesota 1 and Oakland nothing. So the Twins get the first run of the ball game. And we'll go to the second. So second inning of a 1-0 ball game. And it will be Sofield, Powell, and Castino. Sofield, the left-handed bat against Keough. Here's the pitch. 3-6 is a line out to the first baseman. Hit it hard, but right at Redfern. 1 away. So now here is the right fielder, Huskin Powell. Huss. He's the right fielder. Kind of reminds me of the Berserker. Left-handed hitter against Keough. 6-9 is a fly ball right field. Easy enough for Mike Davis. Makes the catch, and there's 2 quick outs. Third baseman, probably their best hitter, but he bats 9th, is John Castino. Good, solid third baseman. Hit over 300 this year for the Twins. Here's the pitch. Again, that's a 6-9. Again, that's a ground ball to third. Good there, play by Gross. Throws him out, and that is a quick second inning for the Twins. Bottom 2 coming up. 1-0 Minnesota. So now for the A's, Reverend Green Davis. It'll be left against Pete Redfern for the Minnesota Twins. Redfern is a 5 as a fatigue. Matt Keough is a 9. Reverend will swing. Here's the pitch. And that ball is going to be trouble. Deep to right center field. It could go. Back goes the right fielder. It is gone. So Dave Reverend has homered to tie this game up. And he hits the first home run of the year for the A's. So 2-5 right-hander. Home run 1-7. There is a 4. So Reverend knocks it out of here. And the A's tie it at 1. So now here's Wayne Gross. 1-1 now your score. 1-6 to a righty is a ground ball to first. Picked up by the first baseman. That is Cubbage. Takes it to the bag, and there's 1 away. Here is right fielder, young Mike Davis. Another one of those young A's outfielders. Tony Armas with the day off today. So Mike Davis gets to start today in right. Billy Martin again doing the managing here. So you never know what kind of stuff Billy Martin will have for you with lineup cards. Here is Mike Davis and a swing, and that hopefully keeps the ball in the park. Let's make sure. Give me 1 second here as I find that die, and we'll go ahead and re-roll it. Let's go ahead and re-roll it. There it is. 5. So it'll be a 5-7 to a lefty, and that's a strikeout for Pete Redfern. There's 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Jeff Newman. So Newman comes up. He is your catcher. 2 outs, 1-1 is your score. Newman, right-handed hitter. Played first base in the opener. 5-9 is a drive to the gap left center field. That's going to be trouble. That's up against the wall. That's a double for Jeff Newman. So again, Redford's car not that good, and they should be able to bang him around a bit. So now here is Mario Guerrero. Need to take advantage of this clutch situation. Runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch from Redfern. 2-6. Nope. Fly ball center field. Sofield with a catch and ends the inning. 1 run. Home run by Revering. We played 2. It's 1-1 going to third. So 1-1. We head to the third. We'll go ahead and now switch our handy dandy scoreboard. Give me a second as the A's do put one on the board there. We'll now go to the third inning. So 1-1, top of the third. It'll be Cubbage, Wilfong, and Smalley to bat for the Twins here. Keough looking, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 1-6 is a ground ball to second. Good play there by Piccolo. Throws him out, and there's 1 away. So Cubbage 1 for 2. So now here is Rod Wilfong. Had a sac bunt his first time up. Along with the error, led to the first Twins run. Here's the pitch. 6-9, fly ball right field. Play made is 2 outs. Nicely done by Mike Davis. And here is Roy Smalley, the shortstop. Reached on a walk his first time up. Switch hitter batting from the left-hand side. Baseball genes in his blood. Again, nephew of Gene Mock. 1-8 is a strikeout for Smalley to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the third, still 1-1. The A's will now send up Piccolo, Henderson, Murphy to bat for the A's in the third. So bottom third here for the A's. Piccolo the bat. He's the second baseman. Kind of plays all over. Hits against Redfern here in the third. 2-3 is a ground ball to short. Good play by Guerrero. Throws him out, and that's an out for the inning. Good throw by Smalley, and there's 1 away. So now here's Ricky Henderson. These fans want to see Ricky go. Yes, such speed can really turn a baseball game around with speed alone. 5-5 is a strikeout for Pete Redfern. So Ricky down on strikes, and there's 2 away. Here's a center fielder, Dwayne Murphy. Murphy fly to rights first time up. Redford looks in and the pitch. 4-6 to a lefty. Single on a 1-8. That's a 3 base hit, Murphy. Now let's see what the holds are. Redfern's a 0, -2, -4. Murphy, if he gets it, will be an 11, so he'll be held on, but he will not be going anywhere. Here's the designated hitter, Mitchell Page. Struck outs first time up. Redfern from the stretch in the pitch. 6-4, ground ball to short. That is Smalley. Smalley is a 3E23. Let's see if he can make the play on this. And that's a 17. He does, and that is a 10. I'm going to call that an out just because I've never seen an error on the 10. So 6-3 is the result, and we'll end this inning. We played 3 here at the Oakland Alameda Coliseum. It's Oakland 1, Minnesota 1. Top of the 4th coming up. I'm going to take this time out to kind of tell everybody if they're interested, please continue watching on the channel. We're going to go ahead and have more payoff pitch New York Yankees on replay. And we're also doing a 1980 Oakland A's replay with Stratomatic Super Advanced. So please continue watching on the channel. Let's get back to the ball game here and get going. Top of the 4th. 1-1's your score. It'll be Landreau, Waniger, and Goodwin. Landreau, left-handed hitter, will swing against Keough here in the 4th. Keough pitching well. 6-5 to a lefty. Ground ball to short. Again, that's Guerrero again. Guerrero is a 3E27. He's made a couple errors already. That's a 3. That'll get past him for a base hit. A 9 will not be an error. So Landro is on. He's on with the single. So infield hit for Landro. He's got good speed if given a chance. +1 for Redfern. 0. So it's a -1 first number for Landrum. So 14 or less if you can get the lead. Let's see if a 14 or less we can get him on it. It's a 3. He gets it. 14 or less for Landro. The stolen base will matter. So can Landro get second? So Twins at second, nobody out. And now here's Butch Waniger, the designated hitter. So now Matt Keough now has to bear down early. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's the pitch. 4-4 to a lefty is catch X. That is Newman. 3E1 should be pretty good not to mess up. That's a 17. Should really be a good play on it. Let's go ahead and find a result chart for a 17 and a 3. Give me 1 second as we reach for that. So 17 on a 3 is a G3. So the only play will be the first. An 11 on a 3 is not an error, so the only play. So a 2-3 put out as the runner will go to third. So Landro, it was a little dribbler in front of the plate, and Waniger gets thrown out one away. So good heads up base running by Landro. Runner on third, 1 out. Infield will play. They'll play in and try to nail Danny Goodwin. Runner home at the plate. Here's a pitch from Keough. 2-5 is a walk to Goodwin. So they walk Goodwin. Could be setting up a double play. First and third, 1 out for Sofield. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lined out first time up. Left-handed hitter is Sofield. Keough is the pitcher. First and third, 1 out, and the pitch. 2-11 for Sofield. The ground ball the second. They were going to go play for 2 here. If not, the run will not score, but Landro does. So Landro does score, and the Twins take a 2-1 lead. So again, single stolen base, advancement of the runner, a walk, and then an RBI and a grounder. And the Twins take a very nicely done 2-1 lead. Here's Huskin Powell. Powell against Powell here. It's going to be a 2-3. Ground ball to short. That will be a play made by Guerrero in the ends of the inning. Minnesota scores 1. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It is 2-1 Twins. So what a ball game we have here. It'll now be Revering, Gross, and Davis to bat for the A's in the bottom of the 4th against Pete Redfern. So Revering, here's a pitch from Revering. Another 2. Holy cow, but nope, that's a ballpark result. To a lefty, it's only a 1, and that will be a fly ball right field. So again, that time Revering's power was on a ballpark, and he missed that one. So here's Wayne Gross. This is a ballpark you definitely don't want to be in, finding your ballpark results. 3-12's a line drive to the second baseman, hit hard right at Will Fong for the second out. So now there's 2 outs. Here's Mike Davis. P. Redfern kind of playing with mirrors here. Left-handed hitting Davis. 5-4 is a fly ball center field. Center fielder is Sofield. Sofield's a 4E9. This could be trouble in both directions. It's a 12. I think he avoids it. And a 10 will not be an error. That's pretty sure of it. He is an error 9. So let's again take a peek and see what we can find out. So again, he's in center field. As Rick Sofield is a 9, is not an error. But the question is going to be a 12 on a 4, and it's an F1. Nice running play by Rick Sofield to end the inning. So the A's down 1, 2, 3. Let's head to the top of the 5th. It's 2-1 Twins. We'll go ahead and switch our scoreboard here as we go to the 5th inning. Again, the Twins with the extra run, and then we'll go ahead and advance here to the 5th inning. Well, let's make sure the inning does go. There it is. There's the 5th. So 2-1 in the fifth for the Twins. It's going to be Castino, Cubbage, and Wilfong against Matt Keough in the fifth. Still pitching well. It's kind of little nicks here that's getting him the runs. Keough hasn't been hit hard. 1-3. It's a ground ball down the first. Redfern takes to the bag, and there is one away. So now here is the first baseman, Mike Cubbage. One away. Cubbage in the ball game is 1 for 2. A single and a run scored in the first. Keough from the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's a base hit in the gap. That is a 9. It's cut off and thrown back in. So a long single for Cubbage. Nice play there by Dwayne Murphy to save for double. Runner on first and 1 out. Here's Rob Wilfong. Wilfong hits left-hand side against Keough. Here's the pitch. 2-6 is a fly ball center field. Murphy is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Again, here is Roy Smalley. See if Roy can get one here. Runner on first, 2 outs. Smalley a switch hitter against Keough in the pitch. That's a 6. That's a 12 against the lefty. Ground ball back to Keough. Keough is a 2 E18. Pitchers have a tendency of being really screwed in the pitching department. It's a 3. Oh, that could be double screwed. So 3 on a 2. Holy smokes. We're going to have to take a real peek at this. 3 on a 2. Oh my goodness. So it's a 3 on a 2. And that's a G3. So he gets away with it. But it's a 7. It's a 7 on an 18. And there's no 7. And he gets him. So a G3, but he gets the ball, picks it up, and throws him out. Good job there by Matt Keough. 2-1 Twins. We go to the bottom of the fifth. So it'll be Mike Davis. Davis was already hitting. So it'll be Newman, Guerrero, and Piccolo. The bat here in the bottom of the fifth. 2-1 score Twins. Redfern in his control inning. This is going to be a 6 and an 8 against a righty, and that's a fly ball left field. Newman's retired, 1 away. Ken Landreau on the play. So now there's Mario Guerrero. He's trying to get something going here, but Pete Redfern seems to stymie him right now. That's a 2-4 for Guerrero, and that's a ballpark single. And that is a line drive base hit for Mario Guerrero. So Mario needed that one to get the A's going. Runner on first and 1 man out for the second baseman, Rob Piccolo. Right-handed hitter against Redfern. Here's from the stretch. 6-10 to a right, double play ball. Smalley, Wilfong to the first baseman, Cubbage to retire the side. So a pitcher's best friend gets Pete Redfern out of his 5th inning. We head to the 6th, still 2-1 Minnesota. So we go to the top of the 6th inning. So the Minnesota Twins really doing a good job here. Landreau, Waniger, Goodwin will bat in the 6th against Mike Keough. Here's Landreau. 3-10 is a line drive to the shortstop for out number 1. Landreau had been 1 for 2 in the ball game, had reached the base twice, once on an error, once on a hit. Here's the catcher, Butch Waniger, young-looking catcher, great arm. So far in the year, Waniger has reached on a fielder's choice, and he dribbled in front of the mound. Waniger again, a switch hitting catcher. 6-7 to a lefty. It's a ground ball to second. That's Piccolo. Rob Piccolo is a 4 E8. E8 is really good. The 4 should make the play. 11 on an 8 should not be an error. Let's take a look at the error rating. So that's an 8. Let's find out what that is. 8 on a 4 is a G3. He gets away with it. 11 on the 8 is not an error, and that's an out. So Rob Piccolo throws him out for the second out. Good job there. Now here's Danny Goodwin. Again, he's a tough hitter against right-handed pitching, in there to be a DH. He's fly to right and walked. Here's the pitch. 3-7 is a fly ball center field. Play is made. Gets the catch made. Nicely done by the center fielder, Dwayne Murphy. Bottom of 6 coming up. 2-1 Minnesota. So the A's staying in this ball game, but the game is close. We go to the top of the order for Ricky Henderson. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Can he create havoc and get on base here in the sixth? Redfern on the mound. Here's the pitch. 5-10 to a righty is a catch X. Oh my. So for Butch Waniger, Waniger is a 2E3, and that's going to be a 12 on a 3. Nope, 13. Nope, that isn't out. So that's going to be an automatic pop out. So Henderson pops up. Unless you roll that one, you're not going to get the you're not going to get the single on the catcher. So there's one away. So here's Dwayne Murphy. He's 1 for 2 of the single. Here it is, the swing. 2-8, and there's a drive to deep right field. But it's going to deep left field. He hits it the opposite way. Landro's there at the track and makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Murphy hit it the other way. Thought he may have had one, but the left fielder was right there at the track. 2 outs. Here's Mitchell Page. Left-handed power hitter slugger. 3-7 struck Mitchell Page out to strike out and end the side. So Pete Redfern doing a masterful job. We head to the 7th. It's 2-1 Minnesota. What a job for Pete Redfern right now. And he'll be fatigued if he does go into the 8th inning. So the 7th inning, he's just fine right now. So he can go another inning. But he goes in the 8th. He'll be auto-fatigued. Corbett did pitch 3 innings in the first game of this series. It'll be interesting what the Twins do here. Top of the 7th, and it'll be Sofield, Powell, and Castino. Here's the pitch. 3-7 is a line drive to the first baseman at Dave Revering. 1 away. So now here's Hoskin Powell. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Twins haven't really done much damage either, but he just got enough to take the lead in this ballgame. Looks like they might have 3 hits in this ballgame. Again, getting key errors and moving guys along. 1-4 is a ground ball down the first. Good play there by Revering. Takes it to the bag, and there's 2 outs. Nicely done. So 2 outs. Here's John Castino. Again, in the top of the 7th, Twins going batting for the 3rd time. Keough has looked really impressive. Here's the pitch. 5-8 to a righty, and he popped him straight up. That is Guerrero. Makes the catch, and the 7th inning is over. Get up and stretch here in Oakland. It's 2-1 Twins. So bottom 7, the A's will send up Reverend Gross Davis, 3 lefties, against Pete Redfern. Again, he is fatigued as of the 5th inning, but he has not gotten there yet. The Twins, he's been surviving. 5-6 to Revering, and that is, a fly ball in the center field. That will be Sofield makes the catch, and there's out number 1. Boy, they're just missing. Might have swung out ball 4 there. Here's Wayne Gross, 0 for 2 in the ball game. A's struggling to get anything right now. Here's the pitch, 4-10 to a lefty. And that's a ballpark single to a left-hander. 1-14. That's a 6. Base hit for Wayne Gross. So that's the first hit towards fatigue. 2 more. So now here is Mike Davis. Runner on first, 1 out. 0 for 2 in the ball game. Redfern from the stretch and pitch. Oh, it stays in the box. 5-6 to a lefty is a fly ball center field. Sofield's there. 2 away. Mike Davis, 0 for 3. So now here's Jeff Newman. 2 outs in the 7th. This will be his last out before auto-fatiguing going into the 8th. Here's the pitch. 4-4 to righty. Ground ball to 3rd. That is Castino. Castino is a 1E22. He will not give up a hit. Here's the play. Oh, it's a 14 on a 22. Let's see if the error bit him. Let's see if the error bug may have hit him. 14 on a 22. It looks up as an error, 1 base error. So John Castino commits the error. So that will keep the inning going. And the chance for the A's to do something. First and second, 2 outs for Mario Guerrero. Big chance for Guerrero. 381 at-bats. Who can they bring in possibly if they want to swing? Guerrero. Redfern from the stretch in the pitch. 6-7 to a righty is a ground ball. The second, that is Wilfong. He's a lot better. He's a 2E5. Unless the error bug really bites you. That's an 18. That's an 11. I'm going to assume 11 on a 5 is not an error. And it's not. He retires the side to end the inning. The A strand 2. We go to the 8th. It is still 2-1 Minnesota. So a dazzler of a game. Great pitching. Pete Redfern being talked with his manager right now. Does he want to come out this game? He is shaking his head no. But we'll see what the manager says in the 8th. It's only a 1-run game. And yes, it is. It is time for Mr. Corbett again. So Corbett gets up. And he looked dazzling in the opener. So let's look and see. Doug Corbett is up in the Minnesota bullpen. There is Doug right there. So we'll go ahead and kind of give him his due. Mr. Corbett here. So Mr. Corbett, he was 8-6, 1.98 ERA, 23 saves, 136 innings. So he's up in the Minnesota bullpen. Looks like the A's will have to beat him in the 8th and 9th innings. So for the Twins, here's Cubbage, Wilfong, and Smalley against Keough, who's staying in this ball game. Here's the pitch. 4-3 lefties, a ground ball to first. That is going to be first baseman is going to be 4E17 for Redfern. Hopefully he can make the play on it. It's 14, so the 14 should be good. 14 on a 4 is a G2. It's an 11 on it's as they say, it's 11 on the 17. That could be trouble. Let's see. 8, 9, 11. There is an error. Redfern with an E3. So Dave Redfern commits the error to lead off the 8th. And the A's continue to struggle defensively. So Cubbage is on first, a big insurance run. And again, it's Wilfong. You might ask him to bunt again. Here we go again. And a good bunt it is. It's going to be a B on a 6. Third baseman picked it up this time. And the play is going to be defense. Let's see what the defensive game says. Batter drops on a bunt. Defense the option of throwing the ball out. Or let's see. Compute the lead runner safe running as running rating speed minus running speed minus 4 plus defender. So it's plus the third baseman. Unfortunately, that's gross. He's a 4. So it's going to be Cubbage, which is a 12. So let's read that again. So it's a 12. So it's lead runner minus, let's see, running rating minus 4. So basically it's running rating. It's 4 minus 4. So it's Cubbage. He's safe 1 to 12. He is out 13 to 20. They'll go for the lead runner, and it's a 15. He gets them. No, he's safe. So running rating, yes, he's out. So 1 to 12 would be safe. Gets him there, and a nice play. So that'll be the shortstop covering. So that'll be a fielder's choice 3 to 6. And Wilfong's now at first. So a poor sacrifice by Wilfong. Good play by the third baseman with a shortstop covering. And here is Smalley with 1 out. Again, let's see and make sure it's right. 1 to 14. So let's see, make sure I'm again right. Ball's bunted first base field range. The lead runner safe range is 1 to 12. So he was out. So now here is Smalley with 1 out. Smalley to swing. 2-4 is a walk to Smalley. And oh my, first and second, 1 man out for Kenny Landreau. Can he get a double play on Landreau to end this? Keough working from the stretch. First and second, 1 out. A's need to get out of this one. 5-8 to a lefty. It's a fly ball left field. That's Ricky comes in and makes the snap catch. Holy cow, that's dangerous. 2 outs and 2 on. So with 2 outs and 2 on, here is Waniger. Waniger is 0 for 3. Can Butch Waniger make a big play? He's a switch hitting catcher against Keough. 4-9 on a 1 is a single. 4-9 lefty single 1-11. That's a 1, and the bases will be loaded. So bases loaded in the 8th. 2 outs for Danny Goodwin. What do you do here? Problem is, on the bench for Minnesota will be Jose Morales or even a Ron Papa Jackson if they're both healthy on this team. So if you put a lefty in, you know what you're getting on the Twin bench. Does Keough get out there to stay and get the out, or does Billy Ball play the anti-percentages and force Minnesota to make a move? So let's see in the 8th what they'll do. Bob Lacey, or could be a not Dave Hamilton. Boy, that card would probably horrible. So Bob Lacey, does he come out? And the bullpen door opens. So Bob Lacey will come in this game. Shoot. And he has gone 7 2/3. So Lacey, again, Billy Martin, not known, or Wooly. Again, you're not going to see a, and wait a minute, and I think he's talked him out of it. So we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and call this timeout real quick. And with the bases loaded, 2 outs, we'll be right back right after this. All right, Mike Keough will stay in this. I think Keough has talked his way back in this game. And I think Billy Martin had to look after percentages. Minnesota has a couple really nice hitters on the bench. I'll kind of hit lefties hard. And Bob Lacey's card against righties is what you don't want to be matched up against. So Goodwin is going to try to swing against Keough here. Keough from the stretch. And here we go. 4-5 to a lefty. He's popped up. And Billy Martin pumps his fist. He'll get him. Second baseman is Piccolo. Makes the catch, and the Twins could not score. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 2-1 Twins. So Matt Keough is pat on the back there. And now let's see what the Twins might do. What the A's do next inning. We're in the 8th. Auto fatigue for Pete Redfern. He's a 5. He's in the 8th. 2+ innings fatigues you. So now for the A's, Piccolo, Henderson, and Murphy. Corbett to come in for the Twins. His second straight performance. So now he'll come in the bottom of the 8th inning. Piccolo to swing. Here it is. 6-6 to a righty. Struck him out. That's a big strikeout for Corbett. 1 away. He has some nasty stuff. 1 away. Here's Ricky. Let's see if Ricky can get on base against Corbett. Here's a swing from Ricky. And that's going to be a 5-6. And that's a strikeout for Corbett. There's 2 outs. So now here's Murphy. Corbett has struck out 2 in a row. Corbett looks in, gets the sign, the pitch. So hang on, folks, for 2 seconds. Let me find that. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Don't know my own strength sometimes. So with 2 outs, back-to-back whiffs as Ricky strikes out, and now Murphy is going to swing. 2 outs in the 8th. Murphy against Corbett. And the swing. 1-9 for Corbett is a 1-9. It's a strikeout. He strikes the side out. What an outing for Corbett. We go to the 9th. It's tied. It's 2-1 Minnesota. Now we go to the 9th inning. The Twins trying to hold on for dear life. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Go ahead and click our 9th inning here, folks. This is the last chance. This is the last chance for them to get the runs right now. Let's see if Keough has it in him right now to shut down the opposition. Sofield, Powell, Castino, the bat against Keough in the 9th. Here's a pitch from Keough. 5-4 to a lefty is a walk. Oof. So Sofield walks. That's the first toward fatigue on Keough right now. Got to remember that. Now here's Huskin Powell. He can use a double play ball right now to get 2 quick outs here. Keough from the stretch. 5-5 to the lefty is a deep drive to right field, but it's going to hang there. Right fielder comes in, makes the catch, and there's one away. Boy, here in Oakland, things don't go out at all. Powell hung, he got one, and he sent it to the track in right field, but it got dragged down. And now here's Castino. More power against Keough to the righties, but he gives up a lot more of the ballpark home runs. And here in Oakland, he'll pitch well. Here's a pitch to Castino. 4-3 to a righty is a ground ball first base X. Revering has made mistakes already. 4-17. Can he finally make the play? He will on a 16, but it's a 12. It's a 12 on a 17. Let's see if he'll turn 2. I bet he will. 16 on a 4 is, no, it's a G2. He'll get the fielder's choice. It's a 12 on a 17, and there's a on a 17. There is a 12. Holy cow. 4-10-12. Another error for Dave Revering. Holy cow, that's 2 in the ball game, and the Minnesota Twins have been given extra outs. So Revering unable to make the play. First and second, 1 out for Cubbage. And now let's see if he can make coleslaw out of this. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Had a hit and scored in the first. Keough it's Cubbage and Wilfong. Keough's going to stay in there. Again, he's stronger against lefties. He's going to try to stay in there. 1-5's a strikeout for Keough. Gets the job done. There's 2 outs. And now here's Wilfong. Here we go. Keough from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs. Trying to send him to the 9th. Oh, another dive fell. And again, I may have run out of greens here. With me earlier, we had that problem happen. And we're going to go to red right now, even though the idea was to play Oakland green. But we'll pick them up and try again. So let's keep the going here. It's going to be a 3. It's going to be a 6-3. 6-3 to a lefty. A strikeout, and Matt Keough does the job. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Do the A's have a rally in their bones? 2-1 Twins. Bottom 9. And it's Page, Revering, Gross against Doug Corbett. Corbett has already struck out the side. He has 3 strikeouts heading to the 9th. All these guys have the ability to tie this game up. Home runs, ballpark is only a 5% chance. So Corbett can work to his card. Here's the pitch. It's a 2. It's a 7. It's a single 1. The 4, he gets the 1. Mitchell Page gets the base hit, so he brings the tying runner on base. Corbett is a 0. It's a -4 to run. Does Page come out for a pinch runner because he is the DH? Interesting idea. That'll make him an 11. If they had somebody with a super speed on the bench, I'd say yeah, but I don't think they got somebody who has that running capability on there. Again, we're going to take a peek ski and see if there's anyone who can do it. Mike Edwards, not really, stole just 1 base. So we're not going to go ahead and pull that trigger. Jeff Cox with B speed, but he gets picked on at 212. Again, he's the 11. So Jeff Jones again was another one of those closer types, can give you multiple. Dave McKay, not much speed. So Mitchell Page, he's a running 15. So that is really good, just not much speed. So he actually does have speed. 2 to 8, 11, and 12. I did not realize Mitchell Page had that kind of speed in him. 14 steals, 7 caught. The problem is he has goofy numbers. It'll be a 1 to 11 if he gets it. So we're going to go ahead and leave him on base. He will be held on at first. So now it's going to be Revering. He has the home run early in this ball game in the second. He hits a bing bong here. This game is over, and the A's celebrate. Corbett from the stretch can Revering put him away. 1-9 fly ball right field. That's the first out. And yes, it's done. Right fielder Huskin Powell. So now here's Wayne Gross, another left-handed hitter. He will stay in there and swing. Guy with, again, same power. He 1 for 3 in the ball game. Gross, 14 home runs on the 80 season. Left-handed power, pitch from Corbett. 1-5, struck him out. That's 4 strikeouts for Corbett. 2 outs, and now here is Mike Davis, and they're going to call back Mike Davis. He's a left-handed hitter, but the A's don't care. Here comes Tony Armas. So Armas is going to get a swing here. Fans on their feet, they know the power of Tony. Was he out for a purpose, or did Billy Martin just leave him out there? Again, he's got enough power to put it out himself. He's got the ballparks. In Oakland, it's a 4 versus a righty. So a 20% pop shot. Corbett looks in. He has struck out 4, given up 1 hit. Looks to get the 2 out, 2-inning save. Corbett from the stretch. 6-6 and struck him out, and the Minnesota Twins will win game 2 by the score of 2-1. Wow, what a ball game, folks. Final score is the Minnesota Twins 2 and the Oakland A's 1. Let's go ahead and kind of give you a kind of score update how everything went so far. Was not much hits. Let's see if we can find a little more. And for the Twins, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Boy, feel sorry for Matty Keough as the Oakland A's win this 2-1. So two runs on 4 hits for the Twins. Oakland could not have been much better. They didn't hit a lot at all in this one. They had the home run and double in the second, then a single in the third, nothing in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, nothing in the sixth. They had 1 in the seventh, so they had chances, nothing in the eighth, and they had a hit in the ninth. So 4-6. So they did have 6 hits, so 1 run on 6 hits. The Twins scored the runs on a single by Coverage, a sac bunt by Wilfong, a walk by Smalley, an error by Landreau, and then a fielder's choice by Waniger scored the first run. And then in the 4th inning, Landreau single stole second, went the third on a little dribble in front of the plate from Waniger. Goodwin walked, and Sofield ground out the second to score the run. As it was 1st and 3rd, they're looking for the double play, but couldn't get it. But that gave the Twins the 2 runs they needed. The A's scoring was a home run by Dave Revering. That was in the 2nd inning with no outs, and then could not get a runner past second base. Throughout the game, Pete Redfern pitches an extremely strong 7 innings, gets the win. Doug Corbett convincingly pitches another 2 strong innings and gets the save. The good news is you probably won't see Corbett again in game 3. You're trying to make that a rule, and we'll see who the Twins can get some pitching out of. I think it'll be Jeff Zahn in this one, as he'll take on, I believe it's going to be Brian Kingman, and that's game 3 of this series. The A's go to 1-1 on the replay. Minnesota Twins are now 1-1, and again, that's the ball game. Thank you so much for coming, folks. Please like, please subscribe to our videos. Again, the final score is the Minnesota Twins 2 and the Oakland A's 1. Final score here from Oakland's Alameda Coliseum. Have a good night. And once again, thank you for watching the Sports Time Machine for the 1980 Stratomatic Super Advanced Replay. And also, we provide you the 1978 New York Yankees Payoff Pitch Replay. Please leave comments, subscribe, like. We appreciate all comments. Thank you, and have a good rest of the night.